In classical theology, the answer depends on what omnipresent means and how God relates to creation. The question usually comes up when thinking about the relationship between Christianity, God, and Satan. 1. What omnipresence means, in most Christian theology, God being omnipresent means that God is present everywhere in creation and sustains everything that exists. This does not necessarily mean God is inside things as a physical substance. Instead, it means nothing exists outside God's knowledge or power. All existence depends on God for its continued being. 2. Is God in Satan? According to mainstream theology, Satan is a created being, often described as a fallen angel. Because God sustains all creation, Satan continues to exist only because God allows him to exist. However, theologians usually say, God is present to Satan in power and knowledge, but not present in a moral or spiritual union. In other words, God knows Satan completely and sustains his existence, but does not share in his evil. Breve classical explanation, Thomas Aquinas. The medieval theologian Thomas Aquinas explained this idea in 3 ways. God is present everywhere. 1. By power, everything is under God's authority. 2. By knowledge, nothing is hidden from God. By presence. God sustains the existence of all things. But God is present in a special way only in goodness and holiness, not in evil actions themselves. 4. Simple analogy. A common analogy is sunlight and a shadow. The sun illuminates everything in the world. A shadow exists because the light is blocked. Evil, in many Christian philosophical views, is like that shadow. It is a distortion or absence of good, not something God directly inhabits. Summary. In traditional Christian theology, God's omnipresence means nothing, including Satan, exists outside God's sustaining power and knowledge. However, God is not morally or spiritually inside evil, even though he remains present everywhere.